Hi, my name is Ian Runkle, also known as Runkle of the Bailey. In today's video, we're going to be reacting to Open Carry Maryland incident of March of 2022. So let's have a look. So the officer's just pulling up on scene here.
Sir, do me a favor, guys. Clear the scene. Hey, do me a favor. Clear the scene for me.
Actually,
back up. Keep backing up. There's a reason why we're here.
I don't mind this part where she's clearing out the sort of bystanders. She does so in a respectful way. She doesn't provoke a fight. So nothing wrong with that bit. There's already officers on scene here.
1 Edward Charlie 5899 Black Ford Taurus.
Come back out to 323 on Devontae Simmons 739 Young Way West.
So he's just got a handgun, has handed it off to her.
Can you run at 29? I've got a handgun. I'll give you a make and model in a second.
I don't like anybody's handling of the
handgun.
firearms.
Let me know when you're ready for the serial number.
Okay.
Adam Baker David 503021.
So right now, I didn't see anybody clear this. I didn't see her check it. There's the magazine there, but...
Headquarters advise when you're ready for a second. Right, the long gun.
And we've got that other officer who's right in the line of that firearm.
Can it be a Bear Creek
Does he have a permit?
Yeah. Bravo Charlie Alpha.
Okay, so he's got a handgun permit. That shouldn't be a problem.
01842.
Yep. Expires 24.
Take these two.
So they're
Did
gonna
you already
run
run
his
his
permit.
name?
Whoa!
I was too busy getting the
Okay.
guns.
He just flagged her with... Hey, that still had cartridges in it.
I know we've been giving you a lot.
Hey.
I've got a name and date of birth.
So where I am, that would actually be a criminal offense by the officer.
Who do you have as the register owner?
Where he...
What's that? Okay.
That's right.
I got it.
He just negligently allowed the barrel of the firearm to point at his colleague there. That's a problem, because that was a loaded gun right there.
10-4.
Oh, and
Just
he
hang with
just
him.
did it again.
I don't know. I thought you...
No, I didn't take this one.
Oh. No, it... Oh.
I don't know if I cleared it. Nope,
No.
there we go. We see cartridges in it. One in the chamber. So they pointed at that at each other till now. Okay.
We just need to call the gunslinger.
You saw him with the AR struggling to
What did
clear
he
it.
have on him in the store?
So he had this strapped around him.
Okay,
Right
what's
around
the
his
problem?
midsection.
Okay.
With this on his waistband.
You can see that AR is a pistol design, and
What's the law with that?
the real tip-off there is that there's the brace. The law has since changed some of the interpretations in the U.S., but
A handgun. So it's legal?
I mean, yeah, because but we need to call the gunslinger.
Even with this?
One here. What's that?
I mean,
It's still probably a 223
yeah, it says 223.
instead of a short barrel. Who wants to handle primary?
I am.
Okay,
Fine.
just call the gun center, give them what you got.
Okay.
yeah,
Because he's
that's a
carrying
handgun style.
permit.
Like that's
So
an AR
it's not
handgun.
like he's violating carrier's permit, but tell him to be
Okay.
So they're checking here,
Also,
but
sir, just to let you know, there is a body camera on scene recording video and audio. Okay, yep.
I like his response. Yeah, I'm taping too. We're good. He seems fairly chill, which is good. The officers have been greatly negligent here in terms of their firearm handling. You saw the one guy struggling with the AR to clear it.
Hey, I need to run a subject that we're out with who's carrying guns inside of a store. He gave us a handgun permit, but
she doesn't know what these guns are because she lacks the background, the
it's
training.
a handgun permit, an unrestricted handgun permit.
So far as
He
I'm aware,
had
Maryland
a-
doesn't limit how
what
many
is this?
handguns you carry when you've got a permit.
Bear Creek.
Bear Creek
It's a short
Short.
barreled,
short barrel.
but it has the foregrip. It's not a
but
butt stop.
it has a.
Or the
He called it a foregrip. That's not a foregrip. Foregrip goes to the front, which is what
It's a
fore
short
means.
barrel rifle, and then also a handgun.
It's not a short barrel rifle. It's a
I'm sorry?
handgun. Those are legally
Bear
distinct
Creek.
terms in the States.
I have a serial number and all that.
oh, I'm not good.
Baker 01842.
I guess somebody called this in because they were concerned about these items, but I'm not seeing anything illegal here. In Canada, none of this would be allowed, by the by. All of this would be forbidden in Canada, but if he's got a carry permit,
So it's an air style rifle.
he had to look that up on his phone.
My lieutenant's telling me.
It's an AR style rifle.
Classified as a pistol,
Yep,
though.
21 HGP, and then you ready for the rest of the numbers? 029342.
Looks like a nice firearm.
This is an AR-15.
Properly registered. No problem with it.
Okay.
The officers sound
Yes.
disappointed.
And you can open carry that, right?
Officers, this is like essential to your job. You should know this.
Yeah.
And is he allowed to open carry that? Okay, he's looking at the permit to let us know.
It's the same gun I took off the other belt.
Oh, with him?
Well, obviously it didn't stick.
It didn't stick. We went to the final and she didn't cooperate.
I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Taurus handguns, but
Do you need his new address at all?
or Taurus
Yeah,
firearms.
address whatever you
Yep,
can get.
whatever.
So the officers right now are trying to figure out the law. But they already pulled this guy over
So this
and
was on
they've
him
got
as
him
well?
under
That was
control.
in his
Like
front of his waistband. And his dip.
Not in a holster, right?
It was in a holster.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
in a holster. Okay. I can tell you, criminals rarely use holsters.
Okay.
Well, he died at the hospital, so I don't think we're gonna need to take a report for that. He had
Okay.
pumps when he got there.
He said his permit is unrestricted and there's no concealed, so he can carry it the way he was carrying it.
But how about the handgun that he was concealing?
And then
That-
I
that's
also
okay.
have a handgun that he was carrying in his waistband.
That's covered under that.
Under that?
But
Okay.
that would be covered under that as well.
They're like, please let there be a crime here.
Okay, yeah, he said any firearm. Okay.
Yeah.
This is the sort of thing I might want to look up,
Got it.
you know, or not even look up before
Okay.
this. That
Do I
you might
need
want to
any
know.
paperwork from them?
Who?
Gun Center. You want them to like?
Yeah, I would have him email.
Could you email me his paperwork?
I mean, if you're in a place that allows for carrying of any sort of weapon, or doesn't allow for it, the officers, this is the kind of law that they should
That'd
know,
be perfect.
ready to go, like just on hand. And also these officers, the ones who we saw handle
Okay, no
firearms, need to be sent for some
It's
remedial
going
training.
to
Being able to field clear a firearm and knowing,
West-
you know, how to
Yep.
do it is
problem.
basic gun safety for anybody who's going to be handling, you know, firearms.
Okay, no
in
problem.
the
Thank you. I
field like
appreciate
this.
it.
Notes on the card that he had
How you have it going?
a pulse when he got to the hospital,
Bye-bye.
and you know it was a witness death, so nothing suspicious.
Oh,
All
he
right.
is dead. Okay.
I mean, no, that's fine.
You can just ride around and carry all these.
Yeah.
All right.
She's surprised about the law in her area.
Yeah.
I'll give the guy in the car has been so far fairly chill. Every time they show a view of him, he's just sitting there waiting. He's probably he might have been through this before.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
That's a pistol. I didn't know if you knew about it. I just wanted to.
Yep, and we contacted Maryland
That's a
Gun
pistol.
Center and all. You're good to go. We're gonna give you your stuff back and send you on your way.
Well, my wife is actually on her way here. The door that I just bought from Lowe's won't fit in the car.
Oh, I gotcha.
So she's coming
Okay.
and she has issue. So I have to go back, hit the door and strap it on and all.
Okay.
You're good to go. Obviously, that kind of stuff draws attention because not very many people exercise that right. So obviously,
That's part of the
it's,
reason I do it. As the old saying goes, rights not exercised, rights taken away. So I like to exercise my rights. And then
Rights not
everything
exercised
I get
are
back
rights
to
taken away. I like that.
Not know. That's part of the reason I wanted to talk to you, because I didn't know if you knew. So I just wanted to inform you that even if I was carrying like a full-size rifle, you know, you don't even need a permit to carry a full-size rifle. As in Maryland, a permit is only needed to carry a handgun.
He's explaining the law to these officers.
Firearm with a barrel less than 16 inches. So
We appreciate your cooperation. We just have to do our due diligence here.
Officers should be taking some notes here.
All right, sir.
Thank you, sir.
cool. Can I get out?
Yep, yes, sir.
All right, so I guess let's do a little recap here. Looks like they pulled up on this guy because he was carrying firearms, which is legal where he is. He had permits that allow him to do that. I don't really fault the officers for, you know, they get a call, they have to attend, but they really should know the law when they do. This stop probably could have been resolved a lot faster if they knew what the law was, and that's a problem. I mean, these are the kinds of laws that are sort of essential to have ready to hand so that you can evaluate this. If you don't know whether something is always unlawful or whether it might be something that needs a permit, it might cause you to misclassify a circumstance where somebody is behaving within the law, but you think that they are dangerous because of a violation of a law that you've just kind of imagined in your head. I'm glad nothing in this, it doesn't sort of go spicy or anything like that, but I also want to comment just again, the weapons handling is deficient and negligent on the part of these officers. We see the officer who's wearing the body cam, she flags people with the handgun. She accepts this gun without knowing its status. She doesn't check, she doesn't verify. She's not able to clear it. She has to hand that off to the other officer. That officer, we see, flags her with the AR, and also in the process, he struggles to unload it. He struggles to clear it. He's not proficient. And these are not uncommon styles of firearm. This is not like, you know, he's brought out some unusual antique that we'd only see in some rare firearm dealer. These are very basic firearms, and in fact I'm sure that these officers do these officers not train with AR-15s? Is that not what is used by this police force? So that's concerning. I actually think that this is a really important element. I've seen circumstances on files where police officers were unable to clear a firearm because they just were unfamiliar with basic firearm handling, and that can cause a problem. It can cause a dangerous scenario here. So I'm not super thrilled with the officers here. Good points for respect and that aspect of things. Very poor on knowing the law, very poor on firearm safety and handling. Of those things, I kind of think that the safety and handling and knowing the law are big deals here. But anyway, that's a weird little video. And as I mentioned, I'm a Canadian firearms lawyer. None of this, I mean, this would be a very different interaction in Canada. In Canada, you know, the AR handgun that he's got there would be a prohibited firearm now. And the pistol, you can still own them. If you had one before, you can't get a new one. But also, you can't carry it in this fashion. There is no permit offered to the sort of general public for this, except in very rare circumstances. There is a carry permit, but you basically can't get one. All of this is, you know, it really can change the flavor of the interaction, because if you were doing this here in Canada, they would make some very different assumptions. That's why it's critical that officers know their local law. It's kind of what you do if you're in law enforcement. You can't enforce something you don't know. Anyway, that's kind of my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and also if you like this video, make sure you check out the next two videos that we'll have linked here. And also, if you could hit the like button, the subscribe button, all of those things, the notification bell, all of those buttons down below. They really help the channel grow. They help you know what's going on. Hit those buttons, and until then, see you next time.
Big verdict.